Here's what's on tonight on LEX 18.
Sponsored by the pros at Fast Flow Plumbing, your underground plumbing experts.
LEX 18, streaming local news 24/7. Search for LEX 18 on your device.
Coming up on LEX 18 News at 6.
The whole time I didn't know what I was going to do. It's the only place I ever lived.
What are you going to do?
I had no idea.
In the daylight, the damage is even worse. We check in with Wednesday's house fire victim and see how neighbors are assessing the damage to their homes. Plus, new funding is announced to help fight the opioid epidemic in Kentucky. Hear how leaders plan to use the money in underserved communities. And history is alive in Bourbon County.
I mean, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can touch it.
See how the county newspaper is making sure a precious piece of history is preserved as LEX 18 News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Larry Smith. Thanks for joining us here on LEX 18 News at 6. You know, yesterday we told you about a fire in Jessamine County that left one home destroyed and two others with significant damage. Well, Megan went back to the neighborhood today to see what homeowners are making of this loss. Megan.
Well, this story goes a lot deeper than the average house fire report. No one was seriously injured from the fire, but a sense of trust between neighbors, well, that's now completely broken. We hear from both sides in tonight's big story at 6.
On Wednesday, his home went up in flames. On Thursday, he's left with nothing.
How to recover from this, I don't know. I've lived here all my life. I mean, everything I've ever known and had was here. I don't know what in the world to do.
Steve Whitaker says he thinks it was a short in a power strip that caused the spark in the middle of the night.
I woke up to the sound of the fire, I guess what woke me up, and it was already starting up the ceiling, about 2 foot up across the ceiling, and I tried putting it out. And the smoke started getting the best of me, and I couldn't.
Whitaker and his girlfriend made it out. Their dog did not. On the other side of the fence, neighbors awoke to the trailer already up in flames.
First came back here, all I seen was flames, really. I seen the homeowners running around, like, yelling, no, like, basically didn't know what to do. We offered them to hop the fence and everything, just trying to get them out first.
In the heat of the moment, neighbors didn't bat an eye to offer help. But as the soot settles, tensions rise.
See? It's your fault.
No, it's the fire's fault. Not my fault.
It's not your fault.
It's the fire's fault.
I know, but who is responsible for the fire?
When Whitaker's trailer caught fire, it spread to the homes on either side, destroying the entire backsides of the houses. A neighbor, Dolores Ortiz Ruiz, says she's filed multiple complaints about Whitaker's garbage-burning fires in the wee hours of the morning. She believes that's what caused all this damage and that this outcome was only a matter of time.
I don't know what to say to you, though. Except you're supposed to have your insurance on it.
Neither Whitaker nor Ortiz Ruiz have home insurance, but she says this is more than a material loss. It's years of sacrifices, trying to build a better life.
Sometimes don't buy shoes, sometimes don't buy clothes for putting that in my house.
As neighbors wait to hear the outcome of an investigation, the fault is neither here nor there. All that's certain is that no one wins in this story.
Well, firefighters haven't said what sparked that fire. We do know a pig died in addition to the dog.
Dry weather conditions have led to at least 33 countywide burn bans, the majority in eastern Kentucky. But the Daniel Boone National Forest also announcing fire restrictions today. The Forest Service is temporarily banning campfires in the forest. That includes popular areas like the Red River Gorge. Fires can only be started within Forest Service installed metal fire rings and pedestal grills. Well, thankfully, there is rain in our upcoming forecast, and it's coming very soon.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck joins us now with the timing of that rain in his Storm Tracker forecast.
All righty. Well, the drought has worsened in southern Kentucky. We'll show you that in the main weather segment, but we do have rain coming. It's not drought-ending rain, but it's rain. We've got more rain coming next week as well. But over the last month, boy, it has gotten dry and done so in a hurry across southeastern parts of Kentucky, where we're running a quarter to around a third, almost a half inch of rain through, well, the Daniel Boone Forest, back into the Lake Cumberland area, and this is where the drought has also gotten to be at its worst. A little bit more rain as we get into the I-64 Bluegrass Parkway corridors, but the bottom line is we have been really dry, and this is a common sight on the Max Track Live here We're looking here at 6:04, and that is showing, again, a quiet picture. Changes as soon as late tonight. Temperatures have dropped into the upper 50s there at Danville. 58 in Frankfurt as well. Everybody else we're running in the 60s. It's still nice out there. 64 Mount Sterling, 62 Flemingsburg, London's at 67. We matched at 67 in Lexington. Now the clouds, we've got some high thin clouds in the area already. They're going to thicken up as we continue through the night. Pre-dawn hours, we could begin to see a little bit of rain. It becomes much more widespread as we get into your morning commute and beyond. Lunchtime tomorrow, looking pretty wet for a lot of us, and that rain then will be with us into the afternoon hours, but it ends as we get you into the weekend. We'll talk about that and look towards your Thanksgiving. We'll do that in a few minutes.
Now, keep in mind, you can track the latest forecast on the Storm Tracker weather app. It's a free download for your smartphone or tablet. Well, meanwhile, a drug investigation leads officials in London to arrest a teacher on school grounds.
Officials were called to North Laurel Middle School yesterday. They were tipped off that 43-year-old Melissa Neely was using drugs. She is listed as a teacher on the school's website.
According to court documents, officials found an improperly labeled bottle of hydrocodone, white residue, and other drug items during their investigation. Also, Neely reportedly pushed an officer while trying to get away. She was arrested at the school and is now facing multiple charges.
North Laurel Middle School released a statement which reads in part, quote, "There was no threat to students or staff safety during this incident. The employee is currently not working at the school pending further investigation," end quote. You can read the full statement on our website, lex18.com.
Today, organizations that work to help people battling opioid addiction say they're grateful for a large grant opportunity that the Foundation for a Healthy Kentucky is offering them to continue their mission and goal of ending the opioid epidemic. LEX 18's Rachel Richardson speaking with one organization about the community it's working to serve.
Thank you all so much for this opportunity. We're very humble for this opportunity, and we pray many blessings.
Today, the Foundation for a Healthy Kentucky announced its newest grant recipients for its FREE program. FREE stands for Funding for Recovery, Equity, and Expansion. 11 grant recipients met here at the Recovery Cafe and got to speak more with the Foundation's COO.
We're happy to be able to support the passing and the supporting of the funding to the smaller organizations that may not be able to front some resources to do the good work that they do at the community level.
One recipient, Pathways, is based in Boyd County. They help individuals who are seeking recovery and work to break stigmas. They got nearly $50,000 in funding. Its team will create a digital marketing campaign and do more community outreach. The goal is to help more minority communities.
Giving them the resources and giving them avenues of getting off the drugs and getting back into society with housing and jobs and opportunities just like everybody else means everything.
The Foundation hopes this program will decrease overdose deaths and help more under-resourced communities. COO Allison Adams explains that overdose death rates are going down in the state, but she says there's still a disparity among Kentuckians of color.
They're still dying at a higher rate than their white counterparts. So we believe at the Foundation for Healthy Kentucky in equitable resources, and we want to provide more resources to the communities that are affected most.
More than $400,000 were granted. The funds came from state and federal government, including the CDC and Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. This project is about empowering these community organizations to reach more people and continue their good work.
If we can provide them the resources to do their good work, they're the subject matter experts. That's where we feel like the foundation can serve the community the best.
These teams are working to save more lives and get more people healthy. In Lexington, Rachel Richardson, LEX 18 News.
The Kentucky Blood Center is always looking for donors as they fight against a shortage of life-saving blood on a daily basis. But this week, there's an extra incentive to give. Big Blue Crush is a friendly competition between Kentucky and Tennessee to see who can get the most donations. Kentucky extended its lead on Wednesday thanks to 445 donors. We are currently beating Tennessee by 69 donors. All 8 Kentucky Blood Center donor centers and their mobile blood drives are taking part. There's even a mobile drive set up on campus at UK. For more information on how to donate, go to kybloodcenter.org.
Well, tonight's Positively LEX 18 is filled with nostalgia.
Think back to a time when newspapers weren't created by computers. Coming up, see a piece of historic equipment that has stood the test of time. It's next on LEX 18 News at 6.
Feels good to be home. Everyone shops like a VIP during Ashley's biggest and best Black Friday sale ever. This weekend only, get 25% off store-wide. Plus, shop confidently with Ashley's price match guarantee. Only at Ashley.
We live with you, build with you, grow up with you, and dream with you. At Central Bank, we belong to the same communities you do. You're our neighbors, friends, and business partners. And through the relationships we build with you every day, we consistently serve you better. That's what highly personal banking is all about. We start with you.
You think life is short? Football is short. So cherish every over and under before it's over on FanDuel.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
It's the performance and power of luxury without the luxury cost when you shop our premium pre-owned headquarters at Audi Lexington. We've sourced the area's best selection of pre-owned Audis, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, and so much more, giving you a premium experience with every drive. Make Audi Lexington your destination for luxury design and the precision engineering of your favorite luxury brands all in one place. Luxury meets your reality when you visit the premium pre-owned headquarters at Audi Lexington and AudiLexington.com.
Have yourself a wonderful Woodford Christmas. Enjoy the spirit of the holidays in the heart of horse country with unique shopping, dining, and festive events for the entire family. Go to visitwoodfordky.com for a complete list. Eat, stay, play in Woodford County this holiday.
Welcome to Just Obvious.
Ashley's Black Friday mattress sale is going on now. For a limited time, save up to $800 on select mattress sets. Plus, get a free adjustable base with any qualifying mattress purchase of $9.99 or more. The Black Friday mattress sale going on now, only at Ashley.
The way we consume news today is so different than past generations.
This isn't a story, though, about the change in the newspaper business, but at our state's oldest newspaper, its leader hopes one piece of equipment from the past can still serve our future.
LEX 18's Austin Pollock has tonight's Positively LEX 18 from Bourbon County.
You cannot see history any more than right here.
In this historic town, there's always a story, some you'd never know existed.
My name is Rebecca Lawyer.
She's part owner of the Bourbon County Citizen newspaper, the oldest in the Commonwealth.
It's a family business.
But this will bring you back in time. Yep, they still have that.
It's like the whole history of Bourbon County is like right behind me.
Behind her, it's like a trip down memory lane. Not just for newspaper readers, but this family keepsake.
I liked playing back here, and it was on my bucket list to print something or to get an old press running.
This old press belonged to Rebecca's grandfather.
It's just, I don't know. You can call it an art form.
Art comes in many forms.
I mean, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can touch it.
The press got passed down generation to generation. A story that may have been nearing an end.
I don't know if my dad and granddad are smiling from heaven or like saying, what in the world she doing with that press?
Recently printing 150 of these Secretariat posters ahead of the opening of the new park downtown. A bucket list item for the community. This, a bucket list item for Rebecca.
It talks to me because when I hear it run, it's like, oh, that's where it sounded.
And today, she likes the sound of sharing a story.
But I'd love to be able to print, and I'd love to be able to share this craft, if that's what you call it, with students.
Some things you knew about historic Bourbon County, and some you didn't. In Bourbon County, Austin Pollock, LEX 18 News.
Very cool. We're always working to bring you positive news across Kentucky. If you have any stories you'd like to see covered, you can email your tips to positively LEX18 at WLEX.TV.
As the sun sets tonight, a cold front will begin to move into Kentucky, and that means we could see rain tomorrow.
Bill is tracking the chance for showers during this storm tracker forecast. That's next on LEX18 News at 6.
They have a bully problem. They have a racism problem. They have all kinds of problems.
LEX18 investigates why some families say Anderson County schools are not doing enough to solve an alleged bullying problem. Tonight on Evening Edition.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes. Weather. Road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's commitment to giving you the freedom to explore. With more all-wheel drive choices, like the best-selling RAV4, Toyota is now offering $1,000 APR cash on any new gas model 2024 RAV4, or low APR financing up to 72 months on remaining 23 RAV4s, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Save now on RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get private insurance out of health insurance.
Bernie Sanders has a radical plan. Government control of your pharmacy benefits.
$7,000, $8,000 more in taxes.
So why are some Republicans following Bernie?
I am not denying we're going to spend a lot of money.
Bernie's socialist bill guts your pharmacy benefits, limits drug choices, and increases costs, putting us one step closer to government controlling your health care. Call today and tell them to oppose Bernie's government takeover of your pharmacy benefits.
Drum roll, please. It's Champion's Factory Direct Sale. Don't miss these year-end savings. Champion replacement windows are 30% off.
That's a great deal.
Our windows come direct from our factory to you.
No middleman.
No markups.
Get factory direct pricing 30% off. Plus, book your free estimate by Black Friday for an additional $70 off every window. Hurry, this factory direct sale won't last long. Call or schedule online at getchampionwindows.com.
Commonwealth Credit Union's holiday celebration is back. This holiday season, you can earn not 1, not 2, but 3 points on every dollar you spend when you use My Card to fill up your sleigh. Plus, use your credit or debit card with your mobile wallet for your chance to win $500 in our holiday celebration giveaway. There's a new winner every week. Non-purchase entries are available and have an equal chance of winning. But hurry, this celebration ends December 31st. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
Go. Yeah, I need fashion questions here, so that was...
I think it goes.
Okay, I guessed on this one today, so...
It's a good tie.
Okay.
Paisley. Who doesn't love a little paisley?
There we go. Okay.
On a beautiful day.
Yeah, I missed the purple memo, though, but, yeah.
Well, we didn't call you.
Yeah, and like any other day. So, there we go. It's just a day that ends in Y around here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and show you the sunset as we look out here at 6:15, and another beautiful one for us, another warm one. These high thin clouds started arriving 3:30, 4 o'clock, and these are a signal, nature's way of saying, hey, got a little change coming our way. So, top 10 warmth, which we had again today, it does have an expiration date, ironically, also today. We really do need the rain. Not that much coming at first, but we've got multiple shots at it, and that's part's good. And if nothing else, Thanksgiving week is going to be a cold one. The question is now, anything falling out of the sky to go with that cold that's coming. So with all that said, from the Kentucky Mesonet here, Moorhead's dropped into the upper 50s. Paintsville's dropped into the upper 40s, so the sky clear. Frankfort's at 58, Harrisburg 62, Somerset's 55. Richmond's fallen off to 54. At Clay's Ferry, it's 64, though. 63 Hamburg and Brannon over at the Bluegrass Airport under a fair sky. You've got a crescent moon out there tonight, 67 at the moment, 45 on the dew point, 45 on the humidity, southeast wind at 5. High today actually made 72. That 72 puts us in about 7th place there on the all-time list. Again, interesting how some years are clustered together. 1930, 1931 together there. 1952, 55, 58. So again, a lot of warm years, mid-Novembers showing up. You would expect more of a random distribution, but it really isn't. Now, after the warmth of today and the last few days, tomorrow we're still above normal. In fact, significantly, just a lot cooler than we have been. But look what happens getting into the weekend. It's going to feel chilly. but it's also going to be normal. But then the step down continues into next week. And we have been amazingly dry. A tenth of an inch so far this month. We're better than 2 weeks in. For the entire autumn season, September, October, November, we've only had basically a month's worth of rain. Problem is the season's 3 months. We're more than 5 inches below normal when we look at the entire total. And the drought has gotten really bad, going down the Appalachians there from Knoxville to Chattanooga, all the way down into Huntsville. For us, you are talking about now severe drought covering eastern parts of Kentucky, and that's increased rapidly. Now, we've got rain coming. A quarter to around a half inch. Georgetown just under a half inch. Nicholasville around 4/10 of an inch, but maybe a little bit better than a half inch around Paris. As we look to the east, it's a tenth to a quarter of an inch, although Flemingsburg may end up a little bit more than that, and Moorhead comes in at around a half inch of rain in the east. Around the lakes, this may end up where we see the least amount of rain. So it's a tenth to around a quarter inch. Still needed rain for most of us. And then the rainfall picks up as we head east in the southeastern part of Kentucky, where Hazard and Hindman all right around 6/10 of an inch. So here's how we get there. We've got a cold front coming. That cold front begins to squeeze the moisture out. Rain, that develops for us during the morning hours tomorrow. As we continue then into the latter part of the day, we're going to see that rain begin to increase for us. And that rain, again, will get out of here by the time we get you to the weekend. Space Station goes by tonight, 7:10. It will blink out high in the sky tonight. So it'll be a very bright pass, though. Nice evening. Clouds increase, mid-50s, rain chance late. Tomorrow, clouds, rain will be arriving if it doesn't get there overnight. You may hear a rumble of thunder. We're in the low 60s and mid-50s through the weekend. Rain again early next week, and Thanksgiving week looks cold.
All right, sounds good, Bill. Wrestling officials are needed in Kentucky.
The KHSAA said tournaments are in danger of being canceled because of the lack of officials. The sport is growing in participants. That includes the debut of the female division at this year's state tournament. You can learn how to become a licensed official over on the KHSAA website. Speaking of sports, here's Keith.
Kentucky is back on the court at Rupp Arena tomorrow night. Coming up in LEX 18 Sports, assistant coach Chen Coleman talks about the Cats' mindset after that loss earlier this week to Kansas.
Here's what's on tonight on LEX 18. Sponsored by the pros at Fast Flow Plumbing, your underground plumbing experts.
It's Aurora's year-in hot tub sale. Now through December 3rd, get 0% interest financing or save up to $1,500 on select Bullfrog spas. With hundreds of in-stock spas and 5-person hot tubs starting at $49.95. Don't miss the year-in hot tub sale only at Aurora.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright.
Now get a 2023 Ford Escape with $2,900 for $60 plus $2,000 cash back from your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-878-5180 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-878-5180 and make sure you're not missing out.
It's Aurora's year-in hot tub sale. Now through December 3rd, get 0% interest financing or save up to $1,500 on select Bullfrog spas. With hundreds of in-stock spas and 5-person hot tubs starting at $49.95. Don't miss the year-in hot tub sale only at Aurora.
Gates Nissan on the bypass in Richmond.
Kentucky back basketball is going from playing the #1 team in the country to playing against Stonehill, a team that is just in its second year of Division I basketball. Kentucky assistant Chen Coleman said today that that's okay because they're just concerned about their game and improving from the last time out. Tip-off is 7 o'clock on the SEC Network Plus. Now, even with the loss Tuesday against Kansas, the Wildcats believe they showed they'll be a team to contend with by the end of the year.
We gave a snapshot of what we can be. We didn't get the job done. We're disappointed about that. We felt like we were the better team. Like, our locker room knows what we have in our locker room. Other people may not understand that or may not understand what we know, but we felt like we were the better team, and maybe we let one get away.
EKU looks for a 3-0 start tomorrow night when the Colonels host Tennessee Martin. Tip-off set for 7. You can see it streaming on ESPN+. Now, Eastern is ranked as the number 17 team in CollegeInsider.com's mid-major top 25. UT Martin is 2-1 on the season with a loss to Mississippi State. The Transylvania men's basketball team has its first home game of the season tonight. The Pioneers host Elmhurst with tip-off set for 7:30, and they do stream their games if you go to TransieSports.com. Transy currently 1-0 after the win earlier this week at Center. Kentucky football is at South Carolina this Saturday in the final SEC game of the season. The Cats are currently 3-4 in league play, and while they are bowl eligible, with 2 more chances to improve where they might go in the postseason, and they also know that both sides are going to be hostile environments to try and get road wins. That might be giving the team a little extra bit of juice because Liam Cohen says they've been having great practices this week.
I think they understand the circumstances of this game. I think they understand that this is going to be a hostile environment. I think that Columbia is going to be rocking. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere, and we need to go and get this one. I mean, this one's a big one for us, and we're very understanding of the circumstances, I believe, right now. I think our players are pretty locked in.
It's a big one for the Gamecocks, too. They are just 4-6 overall, 2-5 in the SEC, so they need this win to stay on track for bowl eligibility. After 4 straight losses, South Carolina comes into this one off victories over Jacksonville State and Vanderbilt.
To me, we got better from Jacksonville State to Vanderbilt. This week it's going to be critical. We get better as a team from Vanderbilt to Kentucky, and that's what we've harped more on. But certainly, we've talked about the fact that we've played our best football the last couple of years in November. We need to again this year.
The Kentucky men's soccer team starts its NCAA tournament run tonight at 7 o'clock at Xavier. You can watch it streaming on ESPN+. The Cats have made 6 tournaments in a row. Xavier hasn't been dancing in a while, but they are coming off their first ever Big East championship. And at Rupp Arena, Kentucky volleyball is looking to continue its stretch of dominance in the SEC. The Cats take a 12-win match streak against Texas A&M. Starting at 7, the Cats have a half-game lead over Arkansas in the SEC standings, so each of these last 4 matches of the season really counting in that race for the conference title. You can watch tonight's game on the SEC Network Plus. LEX 18 News. We'll be right back.
Your choice of attorney is critical. If you're injured, you need to find an attorney who has trial verdicts in Kentucky.
Just this year, Kentucky juries have awarded over $20 million to our clients.
Insurance companies know who tries cases here in Kentucky, and they know what the results are.
Menacing 3, 2, 1.
The band just got covered by Delta Dental and the nation's largest network of dentists, and they can't stop smiling.
Delta Dental!
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season is just 18 weeks. That's it. So cherish every over and under before it's over on FanDuel. With live betting on every NFL game. Because before you know it, a cold night at a Buffalo Bills game will just be a cold night in Buffalo.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Get Black Friday savings all month long at Don Franklin Lexington Nissan. Get over $7,000 off MSRP on select Titan models, or get 3.69% APR for 36 months on select new 2024 Nissan Altima models. Hurry into Don Franklin Lexington Nissan.
If you or a loved one needs help with a substance use disorder, remember, you are not alone. The Kentucky Help Statewide Call Center offers resources, assistance, and guidance. Our trained staff can help you make informed decisions about the type of treatment needed and direct you with proper resources for all levels of care. There is hope. There is help. There is someone who cares. Call the Kentucky Help Statewide Call Center today at 1-8338-KY-HELP. That's 1-8338-KY-HELP.
A serious wreck.
Get a serious attorney. And I've always told my attorneys that they need to practice the case as if their client is their mom.
We're your advocate.
At Golden Law Office, we focus on quality over quantity.
We need rain. We've got rain. Looks like it's on its way. Could be as early as very late tonight, pre-dawn hours tomorrow, but as the day continues tomorrow, rain becomes more widespread. Should begin tapering off as we head into the afternoon. The clouds and the rain also knock our temperatures back to the 60s as opposed to the 70s, but the 50s are on the way.
Nope, we'll take it. Thank you for watching. Nightly News is next.
Megan's way too happy about that. We'll see you at 7 for Evening Edition.
LEX 18, streaming local news 24/7. Search for LEX 18 on your device.